Primarily, I'm a guitar player by trade, but I produce records and mix records, and I do some songwriting and some television and film composition as well. So being a Calgary-based musician, I think you tend to have to do a number of things, so I do. The diversity is actually really appealing to me because I have a really short attention span. Look, a squirrel. But no, really, it's enjoyable to be able to learn a bunch of different stuff and be challenged in a few different areas. From doing guitar sessions on records or TV and film things to producing artists and then you know, mixing records and TV and film work too. So yeah, it's great. It works all parts of my brain. Over the years, yeah, I've worked with artists like Michael Bernard Fitzgerald, Jan Arden. I've played on records for people like Josh Groban and Robbie Williams, and I've done some performing with George Canyon and Lindsay Ell, and yeah, a whole bunch of different people, a bunch of different genres. It's pretty amazing for a country our size and a community that small that we have such exceptional talent. You know, there's some incredible raw talent that can kind of grow on its own and not be too tainted by the powers of the industry in Canada. So yeah, I think it's really healthy. Right now, we're sort of dominating a lot of the pop charts in the States and all over the world with some exceptional young artists. And we also have a great lineage of artists that have been around for a long time. We do have some world-class talent here that tends to go ignored or doesn't get the recognition that it really deserves. So it's going to be nice for people from Toronto and Vancouver and all over Canada to be able to see our local artists at JUNO Fest and all these other performances. And it's just going to be great for people here to go and see some world-class Canadian acts and kind of get their butts kicked by some bands who they've probably heard about or read a lot about, and they get to go see them live and actually see how great their live shows are and what great performers they really are. Music is one of those things where you really do have to work harder than everyone else and try and be present and go the extra mile, because it's one of those jobs where everyone thinks they want to do it, but once you do kind of get in the trenches and you're in a tour bus for 3 months and haven't really slept very well for days, you know, that the glamour and the fun side of it wears away. So I think if you truly love music and you're truly passionate about making a living at it, then I think you're going to be fine. But the nice thing about being from Alberta is we have a prairie work ethic that gives us an edge. You know, I think there's a lot of people, friends in Toronto and Vancouver who are from here that are doing quite well because they do go the extra mile and they do work harder and they want to work harder and do better work.